Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. Hello, I've got a 16 by 20 inch canvas and a desire to make a yellow sky that's going to be part of a background for a tree scene, hopefully. I've got some Hansa yellow and Parole orange mix to show you guys what I usually do. And even if it's a little bright, it's okay with me. Basically just staining something. I'm going to try my hardest to create a scape with the top third separated from the bottom 2/3. Now, I haven't quite 100% decided if it's going to be a sun or a moon behind, but whichever it is, it's going to be a yellow sky. And all I want to do at this point is cover the canvas. I've got a little extra, which is good because I need it to go down there. And across the top, hopefully without creating too many hard lines. I did pull out the shiny taffeta, but I think the Isadora will make me just as happy. Shiny taffeta was a Prizm pour I didn't use. Isadora is a primary element, and the first color was the Tuscan Sun. This is just a yellow and orange mix. And I'm thinking they're going to ombre together, but I'm not sure what's going to happen because I haven't really done this before. I still want some shiny taffeta. No chips allowed. My tip is very close to being closed. So, no matter what happens, I figure I can paint over things. I'm going to give it one more dose of Tuscan Sun. That looks like more than enough paint. Very light touch to try and get rid of my stroke marks, but I'm hoping they'll just dry out with the process anyway. And a lot of that's going to get camouflaged when I put trees in. So for right now, I'm done. And I should be back in a second. The vivid, intense, golden gray, golden diamonds added to teal. And my intention is to put lighter greens and some purple over this. This is just a background color. Although after doing what I've just done, I'm really tempted. I wonder if that's even open. It's very little open. I've just decided to put marks because a lot of times whatever marks you add are going to leave a shadow design behind. So I can do that. And I've got Fandango. Not a lot. Feels like I need to do something about that soon. So what other colors? I've got several other colors that are appropriate. Misty Olive. It's a Prizm pour. And a gorgeous color. Grabbing some other green, I've got a yellow green. I believe that means it's a vivid intense. It's very similar to the Fandango. I still want, hopefully, some wintergreen Prizm port. The colors will be included underneath the video. I think I've reached the limit of how much paint I need to cover this, but my inclination is to go ahead and add some purple. In this case, I'm going to add some African violet. Hoping that's not a lump. No, just a clot. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm going to try the exact same method I just tried. But I really love the paint color anyway. I'm going to use the bottom as my thumb hold because it's the least, the area that's going to show the least until I do something about it. I try and bring some of my green all the way up there to the edge. Oh look, I've got the perfect amount of drippy yellow to fix and fill in. How fortunate. I noticed that before it hardened into little drips I wouldn't have been so happy about. And it seems like the perfect amount of paint right now. I am going to take whatever I've got on my finger . I wish I had a little more. This is working out really well. Alright, I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, I'm back and this is dry and I need a sun. And I want to use Orange Crush to do that. I put a blue chalk line in, which I would like to just be able to refine a little bit with a Q-tip before I get too much blue gunk in an orange sun. So whatever's left there should be enough, I think. I would have used one of my water-soluble crayons, but I got one spot. One little spot. Oh well, I erased the top. Never mind. So without a brush, this is an interesting process. And I kind of want to use a little bit of yellow. In this case, yellow with a little orange in it. And I'm going to make it up as I go along. I'm going to use one of my rubber brushes to start. I don't know where it's going to go. So I'm just going to keep trying to fill in. Till I get close to that. And I've got my nail art tool standing by. And of course spatulas also. And if I could have made it thin enough, I could have let it dry so I could do the rest of my piece, but I'm not sure that this is a good day to do that. So I've been trying to get videos up on YouTube in case we lose power, because there's a hurricane outside. Well, there will be in a couple hours anyway. It's just getting closer and closer. But we're in a good spot. So I'm just basically letting the weight of the blade of the rubber brush move up. And of course, there should be evidence in the thumbnail if I succeeded in adding my trees. I'm thinking about putting the shadows on the bottom half right now. I still have time, I still have power. Someday I'm going to get used to the idea of leaving little brush marks being okay. Like nothing has to be perfect. And if there's any chalk left, it's easy enough to get off tomorrow. Or whenever. Slow and easy stays the course. So much easier if I wasn't a perfectionist. Alright, so I can do whatever I want, with the exception of seeing that blue chalk right there. I definitely want to take some of the orange I've got on either side. Pull it out. Not entirely sure what I'm doing, if this is what I want to do. And I suppose if I put a strip of paint across, I could also drag my rubber brushes back through and make some clouds. I could do that on the sun too. Kind of like that. Because exposing the yellow just looks like cool clouds. At least I think so. There's nothing to keep me from putting them up further. It keeps looking like a painting I'd like to keep even without the trees. They're still coming though. Just a little twist to the wrist. I really didn't expect to go this tall, but that's okay. I'm using up my spare paint. I'm happy about what it looks like. I like it. I'm going to take a break for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and although I can't put the trees in the top, I can definitely put the trees in the bottom, and I'm going to use some Indigo Violet. In my palette, along with some Perfect Indigo, which you can't really tell the difference very well. I could put other purples in there, and I think I'll put a little bit of deep amethyst in there. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I'd kind of like to add something light, but I'm kind of chicken too. Alright, so I'm planning on 7 trees, and here goes nothing. Boy, my chicken. Just want to widen that trunk a little bit. So I'm back, and I'm glad I'm on battery power because the hurricane was a couple days ago, and we haven't had power since. I'm sorry about the natural light. I might cause a shadow, but I'm stir crazy and ready to make an attempt to at least start the finish of this. And I'm going to use the same colors I did before. Make those go up to the sky. And if I feel like adding more branches, I can certainly do that. Okay, hurricane aside, this isn't perfect. It may or may not stay exactly as it is. There's some things I could correct. But I thought I would at least shimmer it at you using my cell phone light and share a dry picture with you at the end. Thank you for joining me. Please share a thumbs up and subscribe. Choose all when you click the bell if you're going to help me out. If you're interested in a certain method, I have a wide assortment of playlists sharing different methods. Please watch as much of my video as possible to positively affect the algorithm. easpbgallery@gmail.com is my email address to inquire about a private class or the purchase of artwork. Please feel free to ask questions. They're always welcome. My channel survives with the assistance of channel memberships and PayPal donations, and I want to send a huge thank you out to all my supporters.